I didn't know you knew
Showcase
Mike.
theater. A bunch of hardcore shows out there.
Yeah, very cool.
Oh, you guys grew up from a young age?
Yeah,
High school.
High school?
Yeah.
I was a little bit older, or I'm a little bit older, so I was out of high school, but
Yeah.
I've known him for like 20 years almost.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
dude.
You're not as old as Justin.
Yeah,
yet.
Mike took us.
Getting
Mike
old.
took us to Juarez. It was
Like,
fun.
yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
had like a connection down there because he used to go party, and then they were I guess Pedro, like our waiter or whatever, concierge or whatever, fucking, we just walked down there, went to El Paso, walked over the border and shit. We got photos that Mike took actually of us walking over the bridge and shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and like that's what Pedro said. He's like, don't go left. He's like, just go right and go right back to the border.
That's funny.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, I do a convention in El Paso every year, and I don't go over there. It's not.
I
not
just
great.
drove
Just
through
saying.
there. I just drove to Texas, and it's like right along the line to where like you can throw a fucking rock and you're in Juarez basically. It's
Right.
right on the border. There's a trip. I haven't been there in a while. I went past the fucking spots that we went over.
Fucking
You just did
interesting.
that in El Paso not too long ago, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that right after you tattooed me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I left the next day.
Yeah.
Bunch of hitchhikers down there or what?
Fucking
Yeah, it's like
Mike.
I had to pee so bad, and I was like, I'm fucking getting through this, bro. I'm getting through this. I got my AR pistol. I have 2 guns on me, but the dog's in the back. I was like, I'm not pulling over right here.
All right, here we go. Episode 22. And I'm going to fuck this up
Castruita.
with Andrew Castruita
Didn't
There
fuck
you
it
go.
up.
from
Yeah.
Good Daze Tattoo.
Good Daze tattoo.
Good Days. Nice.
D-A-Z-E.
D-A-Z-E.
Own it and tattoo out of there, right?
I own it and tattoo. I own it with my wife,
Yeah.
Medea.
Where are you based out of?
We're in downtown Santa Ana.
Downtown Santa
How many
Ana.
artists you have there?
Right now we have 9.
Wow.
Oh,
Damn.
wow.
We just got
a lot.
a pretty big location, like square footage wise. So we added a few people.
That's cool.
It's a pretty big
January.
studio, yeah.
So mostly neo-traditional stuff, or
No. I do like traditional and black and gray realism. Same Medea does either of those styles. And then we have like a guy that does like full, like super realistic, but like kind of fine art bodysuits in black and gray. We have guys that have a more illustrated style where they can pretty much draw anything.
That's cool.
Just like in their drawing style, I guess. And then guys, a couple of them do lettering.
it's cool to see people are
fun
actually still
lifestyle.
drawing.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, I mean, a lot of the artists now.
It's all
I mean,
stencils. And
yeah, it's
like,
just
it's all like
it's like really cool graphic art. Like even this is by Levgin from the like they call him the Fire Masters from Ukraine, right? But like it's just a lot of moving around pictures and stuff like that. It's not a lot of like freehand drawing.
yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
It's cool that some artists are still drawing. Like Kevin still draws and stuff like that. So like it's cool to see that in tattooing still.
Well, now for that style, there's AI.
Yeah.
too. There's like this thing called Mid Journey. I use it for like reference sometimes, but you can make like realistic images that you can then like move around Photoshop and like collage with other images, and now you have a completely original reference that nobody else has access to
Right.
for your.
I never even thought about that.
But you didn't draw it.
Crazy.
But you didn't draw it.
You didn't draw it.
AI drew it for you. You told AI
You
what to
do
draw.
have to
though.
give it the prompt. Yeah.
Whatever gets the job
But
done,
you
right?
didn't actually draw it. Okay, let's go back to this. Didn't actually draw it.
Yes,
you still have
assisted.
to tattoo it.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True,
Yeah,
true,
oh,
true.
yeah, exactly.
True.
AI's taking over the world.
Yeah,
One
that's
day
a
they'll have
no-go.
AI tattoo guns.
It's a
God, I hope
it's a
not.
it's a tattoo machine.
Sorry, pardon. Pardon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a tattoo machine.
God
not a gun.
forbid.
It gives it the wrong. Do you care when people call it a gun?
I
You don't prefer. You don't
care.
prefer it.
I don't care. It's-
It was like it's the wrong nomenclature, which it has a reference back to the Pike days and shit like that when it was like more seen as negative.
I can't even spell nomenclature. So I'm not-
You're a nomad. You're a nomad creature.
So
How long's the shop been open?
We were a private studio for a bit in another like you went to that
Yeah.
thing. It's just right out down 4th Street, but we've been a full-fledged tattoo shop since January. In
Oh, wow.
In the location that we're at now, yeah.
And then the other shop was there for a few years, right?
Yeah, we were there for a little bit after COVID.
Yeah.
We got because of COVID, I got Medea pregnant.
I'll blame COVID.
Yeah, and we were both working at like walk-in shops, and like the shop I was at on Friday and Saturday, they wanted me to be there till like 9 or 10. But that means like if somebody comes in at 9:45 and they want a tattoo that's going to take 3 hours, like I'm expected to do that.
Yeah.
Same with her, and they wanted her there till like 11. So when she got pregnant, I was like, do you think they're going to be cool with this taking off at like 4 or 5 o'clock? Because I don't.
Right.
They're just going to hire somebody that wants to stay and take walk-ins. And
So you were employees then at that shop. You weren't paying rent.
no, we were both on, it was like a commission.
That's weird too, because I know a lot of the people that, because I've been in the scene for 20 plus years, a lot of like the guys that are paying rent, like you run your own schedule as long as the shop owner gets the money at the end of the month for their rent.
Yeah.
Like who gives,
Yeah.
you know, you can work whatever fucking schedule you want.
Yeah, there's shops that do that
Right.
too, and that's actually kind of more the standard now.
Yeah.
So more than commission, but
Right.
yeah, once you have an artist on rent, you can't really
You can't control their
lawfully,
schedule.
you can't really
Exactly.
tell them what to do or
Yeah.
when they can work or not. Or
That's kind of an
whatever,
artist
yeah.
thing too. Like artists are,
That's what I thought, honestly. That's why I got into tattooing, because I don't want anybody telling me what to do.
right.
And then somebody told you what to do.
Yeah, like constantly at first, but you kind
I get it when you're apprenticing, you know what I'm saying? Or like if you're still building a book or something like that. But when you're
Right.
established, like
Yeah, I mean,
should be able to run
it
your own
takes-
shit.
It takes a long time
100%.
to get established.
totally.
So then, obviously, COVID happened. You got her pregnant, and then that made you open up your own shop. You were just like, you know what, this is going to be the best route for me, for us.
Yeah, well, more of like a private studio. So like the unit that we ended up getting was just, it's just like office space on the second story. You had to go like, there's a door in between like two restaurants on Fourth, and you go in that door, up some stairs, down a hallway.
It was a speakeasy
Yeah,
tattoo
yeah.
parlor.
No.
It's almost like that's almost like Alex's spot. You know, in
Yeah,
Huntington,
if you didn't
it
know
was
what you
like
were
a
looking
spot.
for, you would
Yeah.
never be able to find it. Like the first time I went there, I was like, which fucking hello?
So did you feel like you already had the clientele to be able to do that? Because
No,
you have
really,
to,
no.
really. So that's a big risk.
Like, oh yeah, kind of though, because we started calculating, because we didn't go like right away, right when she got pregnant. So we started calculating like, how much are we bringing in from appointments? Like people
Right.
that are contacting us directly.
Yeah.
Not including like the walk-ins that we were getting at the shop, before we like
Paid out
figured our
commission and stuff like
budget
that.
and yeah.
Yeah.
So we found a spot that was like it was really affordable, but it's not like a storefront.
Yeah.
So it was like, and then after we found a spot, a couple of friends ended up wanting to come and like work with us. So it just got cheaper. At first we were a collective. So we were just splitting all the bills by everybody that worked there, and that was it. So it was like pretty cheap. It worked for a while.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So now what do you have your guys? Are they on commission or booth
Everybody's
space?
on booth rent.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's the easiest way.
for sure.
Are you guys full, maxed out there?
We have one more booth,
That's cool.
but where we're at right now, it's like we're operating, everything's going, so
Don't fuck it up if it's working.
don't fuck it up. Yeah, yeah, I was actually kind of nervous expanding that much, because the unit is like twice the size of the other unit that we had. Way more expensive, so like we had to bring people on
Right.
to be able to afford it, and so we ended up hiring 4 people,
4 new people, right?
4 new people.
And did you know
With
all
the
of
4
them?
Luckily, they all kind of knew each other.
So it wasn't
there
like some
really hasn't
random
been an issue.
wasn't
Yet.
any
Just
random
one
people.
guy was like kind of not actually friends with anybody that worked there already.
Yeah.
But everybody else was like, "Oh, my friend." Actually, what a coincidence! Just was asking me like if we would be hiring, if they know anybody, because they want to make a change from like their shop or whatever.
So like I don't know how this works, but like you being the shop owner, do you have to like look at their portfolio first and be like, you do shitty work. I really don't want you here.
Kind of.
Okay.
That was like honestly the most, because I'm the owner now.
Yeah.
Before we were a collective, but because of like how expensive and everything, the lease at both places was in my name. So like with the other spot, I was like, I don't care. Like we're all friends. We're all just trying to get by. But this spot is like such a commitment that I was like, told everybody that was involved beforehand too. Like if we're gonna do this, like this is how I would like to do it because of the commitment, the size of the commitment.
Yeah, you got to make it like secure
Makes
and worth
sense,
it for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the styles, it's interesting too, because I don't know, like you look at Carlos's shop, right? Like our buddy owns Raven and the Wolves, right? Carlos Torres, he's an old friend of mine, right? Huge shop in Long Beach, like
Right.
some of the best black and gray artists in the world,
Yeah, actually,
right?
the guy I was talking about earlier, used to work there.
Oh, really?
The guy at our shop. Yeah, he does
Like
his name's
black-
Joey Zazueta. Yeah.
He does black
He
and
does
gray.
like the same.
They do all black
style
and gray.
there.
They don't really mix in much color. It's a lot of large pieces. But like not every shop is like that. Like Kevin works at Port City, the one in Costa Mesa, and you have different kind of artists. So it's weird kind of putting it together because I think it kind of matters on the brand of the company too, because it's becoming a brand. Like, is this the go?
Right.
Like I used to get tattooed out in Hesperia at Nico Hurtado shop.
Okay.
Right. So then like he had Carlos Rojas, he had Jamie Sheen, Jamie did my arm, and Nico Hurtado, but that was like a lot of hyper realism. You know what I'm saying? Color work. So it's like weird. So do you have like an eclectic group? So like people that are listening, you'll be able to find somebody that works at your shop for whatever style they're looking for.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah,
See that's
I
kind
would
of cool,
say.
and it's good for the
And
brand
that
too.
kind of happened naturally.
you know?
Like I was saying, everybody is kind of friends already.
Right.
But yeah, the people that we were hiring, it was weird. Like I felt weird judging their work.
Yeah.
Just being like, oh man, a couple people that applied, I was just like, I don't know.
Like, are you gonna be able to pay my bills? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
well, not only that, but you do, like you're saying, like you do want it to be kind of a brand.
Yeah.
Their work represents
The shop.
everybody
Your
else
shop,
that
yeah.
works there,
Yeah.
and it's like,
It's like you're a basketball
without
team.
trying to
You're
be, like,
trying to get the
too-
all stars.
yeah, yeah.
Do you keep away from having people that have the similar styles or very similar?
I did think
talents?
about that when we were like hiring. There was a few people that were, I don't want to say considering, like, because it just feels weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, up on my fucking high horse,
Yeah.
like judging everybody.
Yeah.
But perk for some of the applicants was like, oh, nobody here does that style, so like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be competing with.
Yeah.
But even then, like, there's I don't know, me, Medea, Jordo, Nate,
It's a few people that do
Bobby,
traditional,
Chewy.
right?
Yeah, we all do traditional, but like,
You all have your own style.
right.
Yeah.
And a lot of us are like, have our own references that we pull from, have our own drawing style. And so it's like, it's traditional, but you can tell that like different people did the work.
And it's a vibe too, I think, because like, I mean, so Kevin used to tattoo at Still Life with Tim that owned it over in Seal Beach.
Okay.
Right. And so like different artists that come in, you get a different vibe, and either brings the vibe of the shop up or brings it down, or there's different things and different elements. Somebody's clientele that is normally like doesn't vibe with the other clientele, it makes it tough. So it's like you had to, I mean, you're definitely not on a high horse. You're putting together a business,
For sure,
and the shit
yeah.
has to work,
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
your ass if it doesn't. So it's like the
Definitely,
pressure's
yeah.
on. Nobody gives a shit about the pressure that's on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
that's fair
No,
that you
that's
looked
for
at it like that, though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The vibe of the shops were like really cool though. Like, especially at the grand opening, there were so many people.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like we're above Chapter 1, which is like a restaurant downtown. They've been down there for like.
Oh, okay. I know exactly where you're
at.
Did you get an invite to that opening?
I didn't.
Yeah, me neither.
No, I actually
it's
invited
weird. We have a
both you
couple
motherfuckers.
tattoos.
You're
I don't think
fucking
you
lying.
did. No, you didn't.
You're
no, you
fucking
didn't.
lying.
100%.
I think I heard I'm going to my buddy's thing. And we're like, oh, okay, see you later, dude.
Okay, bye.
Whatever.
Later. Never been to a tattoo opening. You know, whatever.
Check the text later. He did.
Right? He didn't for sure.
Yeah, it was crazy. Well, the owner of Chapter 1, his name's JJ, he recommended that we do the March art walk for like a grand opening. They do like a first Saturday art walk. Cal State Fullerton and Santa Ana College both have like a art buildings, art program down there by the shop. So we did, and it was like like crazy packed. Like
That's cool.
they
It
were
was-
people were. It was an art show, but everybody was blocking the art. So you like,
Oh,
you
because it
couldn't
was
even
so
look at
busy.
It was like
It's like a Tijuana nightclub, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Just
we had a
like
mariachi come
sardines.
through.
Nice, dude.
Damn, that would have been
Fuck.
cool to go to.
I know. It sounds like fun, man. The last opening I went to was Carlos's first shop. Carlos Torres' first
You
shop.
didn't invite me to that one either.
Dude, that was like fucking. That was like 15 years ago in Pedro, dude.
But I
But
knew you 15 years ago. What are you talking about?
You were still in high school.
whatever.
We're the
He's
same
way-
age, motherfucker.
He's way older than that now, bro. Okay, so you know Chuk since high school, and then
Yeah.
that was out in the IE.
Yeah.
And you made your way back down to OC.
Yeah,
Was that tattooing or?
tattooing? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up in Santa Ana.
Okay.
I went to like Mater Dei High School the first 2 years, and it was just awful.
Dude, I went to Santa Margarita Catholic High School
Oh,
my
okay.
freshman year.
So
Then I
you
transferred
kinda-
to Ocean View right here.
Yeah.
In modern day, though,
same
that's
thing.
money, though, isn't it?
It was.
They're all private schools.
Because I grew up in Santa Ana. There was like a program
Yeah.
for like local kids to
Oh.
go
It's
there,
all the local
like,
kids and
on
then all the
shoot.
athletes that they fucking pipe in.
Right.
And you fucked that up and went to Corona?
Yeah, dog.
Oh,
It was bad. That place was weird. Like, it was very, very strict. I went to public school my entire life, and so when I got there, I was like,
no, yeah, they're strict
it
as
was
fuck.
such a culture shock. And
I got
then
buddies that got kicked out of there.
all my,
I did. Amber was from. She went to Monterey.
I
She
mean,
was a
if
weirdo.
you grew up, like I went to St. John the Baptist, and then like most of those kids, Servite, St. John the Baptist, St. Barbara, they all end up at Mater Dei usually because it's the most local one.
Right.
You know, so like
there's people driving there from everywhere.
Oh yeah,
100%. Yeah.
Like my son wanted to go there for football, and we just looked at it, and per month it was $2,200 a month.
Yeah.
We're like, no way, buddy.
Dude, when I
Like,
was
get
there,
a job.
when I was there, it was like $350 a month.
Dude.
It was like,
Tell us, unless you're going to be
50 years ago.
D1,
Yeah.
you're going to college
Yeah,
for
yeah,
D1
sure.
football, you ain't
Yeah.
going to fucking
Yeah, I was
Monterey.
like,
You gotta have a
Ah.
purpose to go there,
Yeah.
otherwise, dude, it was such a culture shock. I don't know. I didn't really like it, but like, I went to public school in Santa Ana my entire life. 99% Mexican,
Yeah.
and everybody's poor.
This episode is brought to you by Coffee Whipped. Guys, Coffee Whipped is a supporter of the podcast and our shop. It keeps us fueled all day long, especially my guys, and you know how busy we get. But their Dalgona coffee is amazing, and if you really want some extra boost, their Viet coffee will get you going. We love their breakfast sandwiches. We eat them here almost every day in the shop, right here locally in Huntington Beach, California. They support our podcast, and we love it. Make sure you guys visit at @coffeewhipped_. That's at @coffeewhipped_, or hit the link in the description below. So then, did you guys move to Corona and like during high school, or?
Yeah, my family moved out there. I kept going to high school out here.
Oh,
and
shit.
then when it didn't work out for me at the high school, I just finished high school.
Gotcha.
and you unfortunately met Chuck, and so you know Jesse and everybody.
Yeah,
Todd?
yeah.
He
We all
knows-
went to the
I don't know if he
Showcase
knows
Theater
Todd.
together, dog.
Yeah.
That place was amazing.
So, at what
RIP.
age did you start tattooing?
Not till I was like 26, 27.
Were you always an
okay.
artist though?
No.
Just got into it.
Just got into it. Yeah, I was like in a band, did all that kind of like
Yep.
music. I was taking music since I was like a kid, like 4th grade, playing saxophone and all that kind of shit.
Did you
But
wear a lot of art before you got tattooed? I mean, before you started
I
tattooing.
did, yeah. I ended up getting an apprenticeship at the shop that I was getting tattooed at, but really I just got like let go from my job, like 2 of my jobs at the same time. And then I was like going to Fullerton College, like for music or fucking web design or something stupid. And then like fucked off and got my financial aid taken away the same summer and started working at the Tat Shack, dude.
Damn.
Sweeping up and just getting tipped. And that
Do they still do that shit? Do they still have people that like are apprenticing or will set up the shop or set up the booths for people?
Oh, yeah,
like,
we have an apprentice right now.
do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like clean everything up, set it
Yeah.
up. You guys tip them out at the end of the
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, for sure.
I
That's
didn't know
the
if
only way
that
he's
should.
getting paid. There's no profit. But
Well, it's like so different. It's so different now because like you don't have. It doesn't take all the work to set up the machines and stuff like that, right? Because most people are using Bishop rotaries or some of your
well,
wireless
we're all
ones.
different. Like I use
You use coil
I
machines
use
still?
a coil for lines and a direct drive rotary for shading. One of the guys has like the wand. My wife uses a wand and a coil machine.
I haven't got tattooed by a coil machine in fucking years.
What's is the wand like that battery Bluetooth one?
Yeah, it's
okay.
all like in one
Gotcha.
like cylinder, and then you can just like change the cartridge.
Oh, okay.
No
yeah.
foot pedal.
What Alex
none of
did?
that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was
think,
trippy.
I think Darla only does the rotary machine. My tattooer.
Is everyone moving over to the wands?
No,
Is that just all the new people?
kind of all the new people. It's like if you're just getting into tattooing right now, and that's what's like popular right now. That's what everybody's using. So like,
Or if you travel.
or if you travel,
Way
yeah,
easier
it's
to travel
nice.
with.
But like for traditional, in my opinion, and I haven't. It's not like I've used every rotary that's available.
Yeah.
But for the line weight that I like and the needles that I like to do lines with, it doesn't get pushed properly.
Are you making your own needles or do you buy needles?
No, nobody makes their own needles anymore.
That's how old I am, bro. I'm old. Like make my own needles, autoclave shit. You know,
Yeah, it's
like-
actually illegal to make your own needles now.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Super heavily.
Wow.
I haven't been in the scene. I keep getting tattooed.
You are
but
prehistoric.
I know.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
The tattoo gun had a generator.
So what do you like to use? Are you in your traditional stuff? Are you like 3s and 5s, or
Yeah. Like,
or you just don't like the you like to be able to adjust the depth a little
no,
bit
not
more?
the depth, like the line weight, so like how thick the line is.
Right. Wouldn't you just use like a 3.579 something like that for your line weight?
I mean, those are all different liners.
Gotcha.
The more needles, typically, the bigger the line.
Thicker the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Not
line weight.
necessarily. So
Right.
like the one that I like to use has 5 needles, but it's like set up in a circle with
Right.
a hollow middle, and that puts in the same size line as like a standard 7, which is
Okay.
7 needles like
Yep.
in a group,
Yeah.
Interesting.
not like in a circle.
Yeah, 5 and above is my preference. I fucking hate 3s or anything smaller than a 3. 3s suck.
Yeah.
Just getting
'Cause it
tattoos.
hurts.
Yeah, it fucking hurts more, right? It's a sharper point. Like,
Yeah, it all
I'm like,
hurts.
dude, give me an 11, or I've had like a 33 on me before when I was tattooing my ribs and stuff like that because we just had a lot of black to put in. So I was
Yeah.
like, you use a big one, and it was just thick. It dissipates all the pain. It's way easier to get tattooed. Those right on my love handle and shit.
Right.
I'm fucking
You know?
nervous to get my leg done because that's getting done next. My whole left leg.
My legs were
Do like
fucking
a-
horrible.
Like a full
They hurt.
concept.
Yeah,
from
we're
the-
doing a giant
from the get.
naked warrior broad sitting on top
Alright.
of a huge skull, mountain of skulls and
Nice.
shit.
That's so you.
Hell yeah, it is.
And you got big
I
ass
just want to
legs.
fucking fight, dude.
It's gonna take a year and a half to get that thing done.
Damn.
Yeah, my legs were no
Those are dedication.
no fun,
Dude.
dude. I can't even go in and get them finished. You have your
Really?
legs done, yeah?
Yeah, for the most part, I have like the backs of both of my thighs are open, and then my right thigh is
Like the back of the kneecap,
the
I'm
front
actually
side.
physically scared of because I've had it before and it's so painful. Some people say it's the most painful in the body or one of them. Like
Yeah.
for me, it was the most painful spot I've ever got tattooed.
The back of what?
Back of your knee. Your
you have the back of your knee
Your
done?
knee ditch.
Not really, like a little bit.
It's the only time I've ever yelled fuck, and I extended my leg, and the needle went in more. Kevin was tattooing me because he just like ran line because like mandala that goes up there, and I was like, cool, dude. I'll just use. I have like 200 plus hours on my body. I was like, lidocaine me the fuck up, dude. I don't want to feel a thing.
Yeah,
like
dude.
I'm all. Once you put in the work, like you have enough tattooing on you now. Like if you wanted to be like, fuck it, I don't need to feel the rest of them. Like you earned it. But like for the first 100 hours, you got to put in that pain.
This guy goes in with a fucking Red Bull and a fifth of fucking whiskey.
I know that's what he does.
I feel no pain.
What do you think of, because you're seeing it kind of, not a lot more, but you're seeing it more of like the dudes who have money that are paying, $100,000 and they're being knocked out and they got like
For anesthesia.
yeah, and they got like 4 or 5 artists doing like fucking body sleeps on them. Like,
Rich people gonna do rich people shit, dude.
I tried to
Yeah.
get tattooed by those guys. That was
Really?
like the Ganga LA guys.
Oh, okay.
I actually wanted Jose to do my my hand because I wanted a specific kind of tiger on my hand.
Uh-huh.
And that fool didn't even fucking respond to me and shit, dude. I hate people that get that big and stuff. Like, it sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
don't
if
know.
you're one of 500 messages,
That's true.
true.
it's likely.
I get it, but I mean,
Yeah.
you got an assistant or two at that point. I know Carlos before he hired Julia and stuff like that. Like, I mean, like they were really busy, but then he always had an assistant when he started to really, really blow up, right?
Right.
And so it's like somebody's gonna go through that shit anyway. I don't know. It's just
For
not
sure.
my jam. Like,
happens.
have you seen the style of like I've seen a lot of people now too doing like blackout stuff.
Oh yeah.
I like.
Yeah, that's been around.
It's weird. Like I guess we're seeing it now more, but
I think it's people just covering up their old tattoos they don't like. Right?
Yeah.
Well, but they're doing cool.
Kinda,
They're doing cool
yeah.
negative spacing with it now.
sure,
Before, back
yeah.
in the day, how old, you're like 38 then? or
Yeah, I'm
something?
37.
Yeah, so it's like back in the day, blacking out was just getting rid of it, but now they're doing some really cool layover black on black. They're doing black with negative
Yeah.
space. Like
Yeah,
they're doing
'cause
some
there's-
really
When
cool
you-
stuff. It's
Triple,
way before.
quadruple black now.
Yep.
It's
when you would
blacker
see
than
like
black.
when you
How do
see
you get
like
blacker than black?
when you see like white guys with that, you're like, oh, he's covering like an old swastika or something.
No, it's a style. I like some of it. Do you not like blackout?
I like
No,
it.
it's cool. I don't mind it.
I think it looks cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There's
But what
different-
was your opinion on the anesthesia?
I mean, rich people are gonna do what they're gonna do, dude. Like, for me, all my clients are working class, so like, they're coming in getting what they're calling it like patchwork now, kind of
Right.
like what I have on my arms.
Right.
It's like
Filling in
palm
spots.
size, hand size tattoos, and then you just collect enough of those until you're covered.
Yeah.
So it's like it doesn't make sense for me to add $1,000 to the bill.
I don't. I
know,
mean,
yeah.
I'm not like part of this like spiritual one where it's like this is my journey of getting the tattoo. Like some people, like it's just pure pain. They all fucking hurt. But like
My head was fucking spiritual.
I feel,
Yeah.
I feel
real.
like you gotta put in the, you gotta put in the time. Like
Yeah.
I felt all 55 hours on my fucking back.
Yeah, but don't you think they put in the time to accrue that much money to actually be able to be like, yeah, fuck
No,
it, I can do what I
no,
want.
not when you're not when you have to endure that amount of pain. it's a lot of pain for 4 to 6 hour sessions
Making
at a
enough
time.
money to pay $100,000 for a tattoo is probably pretty painful.
But I'm sure it's a lot of fucking pain when they wake up.
Or is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
True, yeah.
I bought Bitcoin real early. That was a lot of pain, bro.
That's pretty painful.
Could be
I don't know
crypto,
what it's
bro.
like. Do you know what it's like when they come out of anesthesia? Do you know if they like wean them off so
imagine
the
it's
pain
awful.
doesn't just hit?
Yeah, I imagine it's
Because like even with the
Unless-
lidocaine, right? Like you feel it
Oh,
after
yeah.
it's gone.
Yeah.
Like after you're done being numb, like after 4 hours or
I
3
almost
3
feel like
hours.
that's worse.
Yeah, like I don't want to feel it all at once.
Like if you lidocaine like a big section, and some of the stuff is like, I think there's a limit to how much lidocaine you can put in a cream. Some people, actually the FDA just caught a bunch of companies putting way more in there. But yeah, maybe it numbs it for the whole session, and then you have, from your knee to your ankle tattooed, and as soon as it wears off, like you're just feel it's like a
Have you
surgery,
used it
like,
yet?
break it up.
Have you used lidocaine yet?
Yeah, I mean different. There's spray. There's
I mean,
cream.
I used it I used the real OG version on my ribs, and I didn't feel it, and the pain wasn't that bad when it came.
Really?
It's not like you think it's going to be. It's not like 0 to 100. I will say that the healing is very different on a tattoo, because what it does is, if you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that lidocaine eliminates the blood flow from the area, which basically like.
Certain ones, I think. They
Oh,
do.
okay.
So the problem with them at first was, in my experience, I'm not like a super tattoo veteran or whatever, but there was too much epinephrine in them, and so that's for like allergic reaction. Yeah, so it's like puckering the tissue up.
Right.
And you
That's
can
what my
kinda
ribs
see
did
it
a little.
happen, a lot of the older stuff. So they started making
the
it
sprays.
with little to no epinephrine and like kind of leaning into the lidocaine, I think. But like, there's like you can get lidocaine poisoning.
oh wow.
Damn.
Oh yeah,
no shit.
it's like, because I've seen people even at conventions and stuff like do all the lines and then like put more cream on it. I've tried that myself. It fucking kind of burns.
I believe that. Yeah.
You read the label and it says like, "Do not do that."
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, I got my chest tattooed 8 hours at a convention, all one sitting.
Yeah,
And my body shut down. I was super sick after that, because it was just, your body's not meant to
You
take
can-
that,
yeah, it's-
right? But I didn't use lidocaine, right? I took all the pain,
Right.
And I'm like, I'm not saying you got to earn it, but like,
You
fuck,
have to earn it
dude,
for
you got to
sure.
earn it a
Yeah.
little bit, right? I mean,
little
I don't
bit,
want to
yeah.
sound like an asshole, but
Nah, a
like,
little.
you gotta know what the fuck it feels
also,
like.
it fucking hurts.
It hurts, dude. Huh? What'd you say?
Half the fun of getting the tattoo is feeling that pain.
That's 100% not correct, Kevin. The pain fucking sucks, dude. When you've sat in that chair for what is an accumulation of technically an entire week, like at a certain point, like for me, that's just me, right? Like, and I'm not bad. I'm okay with the pain. My legs was just really tough. Like below my knees has been
Some spots
pretty
are tough,
brutal.
yeah.
But like, I'm okay with the pain, but I don't know,
Second
it's
guessing
weird.
my
You ready for your
legs now.
back?
The back wasn't bad. Was
think-
yours bad?
Not until the very last session.
Yeah, I heard. We weren't even. I wasn't gonna bring that shit up, dude. I wasn't
Well,
gonna bring that
then
up.
I heard he
The
had to
last
like
30 seconds.
I heard he had to like pull apart your love handles, and he had to get like 2 people in there.
Hey, dude, it happens, man.
Fuck you.
Hey, I didn't say that. I didn't say it.
For everyone else that wasn't there, Chuk passed out.
Yeah.
Literally, there's 2 dots of red on like the last eye of like the Jesus on his back, and like 30 seconds.
Oh,
of
I
tattoo,
heard.
literally, and he went.
How long was the session? It was probably like 15, 20 minutes tops.
It was
right?
really quick, actually.
Like,
Yeah,
not long
It
at
was
all.
so quick that I was like, "Why didn't we do this last time?" Because I don't know what.
Like,
I don't know.
I would inherently. I told Stacey, and she was like super worried, and I was like, okay, for me, 15 to 25 minutes is when my endorphins start to kick in. So I don't actually relax for 15 minutes.
Right.
I have that weird stomach feeling. I still get
For sure.
the anxious
Yeah,
and
it
stuff.
takes a second.
And I was like, she was like freaking out that you passed out and hit your head, and I was like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, my wife is tattooed, but not heavily,
Right.
and I'm like, God damn it, I'm gonna get in trouble again. Anyway, I love you, Stacey. But the but I was like, in that first 15 minutes, that's when a lot of people will pass out.
Yeah, like
Right.
I mean, it happens.
It's a short
It does
session, even
happen
if
a
you have
lot,
tons
yeah.
of hours, dude. It ain't that big of a deal. But I was laughing at him because he was calling me a bitch when I got these. I just got lines. I got my, just sewn up with a 3 or a 5, and I was like, I haven't had my chest tattooed in like almost 20 years,
Right.
and I was like, fuck, this fucking hurts so bad. It's just
I was
putting
giving him
lines
so
in.
much shit.
So much shit. Fuck you, you passed out.
That's your karma, dude.
Yeah, right.
I was so embarrassed when I woke up.
No, and then the way I found
happens.
out, I was like, bro, what happened to your nose? Like, what? He's
I
like,
didn't even
yeah,
notice
he
it.
just
Were you
has
working
those.
and I just didn't even notice it? Or was I gone in Texas or something like that?
I think you were gone actually.
Yeah, because
I
it's
don't
weird
remember.
that you wouldn't have told me or I didn't notice.
I didn't look because it was just like a little gash.
Yeah, but
No, it was like it was like that
scabbed.
right here.
Yeah.
You fell forward?
No, so I was like leaning over on a like massage chair,
Yeah.
and then
He
I,
slid
like,
off?
I know I fell to the side.
It was like like when you get a massage at the main place mall.
Yeah.
Or just and
I
you
do
just
know.
like forward in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
kiosk. Like
Yeah, I heard you
forward.
told him
It
you
was
got to
one of
lay
those
his ass down
chairs,
now.
And I've never had anybody pass out one of those chairs before, but there's nothing to catch them. So
Now you have.
yeah, except for the floor. So he kind of leaned back, and so I thought he just needed to, stretch his neck or his shoulders or whatever. So I just picked my hands up, and as soon as I kind of rolled my chair back a little bit, he just tipped right over.
Damn.
Yeah,
Do you have that on
my
camera?
knees-
No,
Ah, shit.
You don't have cameras in the shop?
I
just in the
smashed.
entrance.
I smashed my knees like the chair in between. Or I smashed the chair in between my knees.
Oh, yeah,
so
it
like
went
both,
down with you,
Both
right?
my knees were all fucked up on the inside. They were all
man.
super bruised from like
Yeah,
just landing
yeah.
like that.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
it
I
was-
just remember just like leaning over like this, getting tattooed. I'm like, do, whatever. Like, and the next thing I know, I wake up and everyone's just surrounding me. Like, you all right? Like, you're the apprentice dude.
Right.
He was like, you okay?
He was scared. Yeah, I don't think you ever seen anybody pass out.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? He's
I
like,
asked to get laid down. You didn't ask to get laid, like for him to lay you down?
No, it was a
I
super
like to
quick
lay
session.
down
we were
when I
doing
get
some.
Oh, so
some
quick,
lower
huh?
back
Oh,
stuff,
yeah,
and
yeah.
so the skin there, like
Yep.
over the kidneys and stuff, is like really stretchy. So it's kind of hard to tattoo that area laying
Right.
down. You really have to like stretch it. So
Yeah.
Like you were saying, stretch on
Yeah,
my fat.
yeah. This episode is brought to you by Strike Industries, a longtime friend and supporter of Rap Supply. Guys, Strike Industries has been making high quality and affordable parts and accessories for all your firearm needs since 2010. Whether it's for your AR, AK, Glocks, SIGs, CZs, Strike's got your back. They've recently been making a name for themselves with their innovative products like the cable management system, which even got picked up by the U.S. Army. There's also fun stuff like AirTag holders so you don't lose your guns while traveling. Recently, we've seen a lot of chassis action coming from Strike, like their SMC Bravo, which is for the P320 FCU. Visit strikeindustries.com or hit the link in the description below.
Dude, the worst one I ever saw was this guy that was fully tattooed. He was sitting, like if you were sitting up on this table, like butt on the table right here, but he was sitting on the end on the massage chair, right? And where I'm sitting there getting, it was this arm tattooed, and we look over and the dude passed out backwards. And
Wow.
the tattoo
Yeah.
artist held his knees, basically, but he like hyperextended this way over the massage table.
Man.
And I was like, dude, it happens. I told Stacey, I was like, it happens to people that are really heavily tattooed. It's not that big of a deal.
yeah,
Maybe you
That's
didn't
actually
eat enough
happened
that
to me,
day.
too.
Oh, really?
Like, this dude like caught himself. It was
It's
so
a
weird.
trip.
I thought again. I don't know why. I just assumed people were stretching, but I thought well because he didn't finish falling right. So like same, I had him sitting on a bed,
Yep.
and he leaned all the way back and like put his arms out, and then I like looked at his face and I was like, oh, something's up. So I like scooped him up, and then he was like, what happened? But he
happens, dude.
subconsciously or somehow like didn't fall. He just like shifted his weight or something when he leaned back and like
That's
stayed
weird.
on the table.
That's
yeah.
weird.
That's crazy.
That's cool that he did.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, now I'm nervous for my next one.
Now I'm nervous.
No, you
Going
just,
on the table
just take a
every
blow
time.
pop or a sucker or
Yeah.
something,
No,
dude.
I
Keep
just
your
gotta-
blood sugar up.
Maybe it's all the
Red
whiskey
Bull
and Red Bull, dude.
No, that was the only thing I didn't do different that time. I was drinking michelada instead of drinking whiskey and Red Bull. So
that
now
was
I'm
the
sticking
problem.
to fucking whiskey and Red Bull.
Whiskey's the answer.
That was the
I
lesson.
thought
to
just
learn.
don't drink
that
when
was
you're
the
getting
lesson to learn.
tattooed.
Nah, then it fucking hurts.
I had to pee anyway.
But obviously, they bleed more when they drink. Obviously, right?
You know what? No.
No?
That's a myth.
I thought
Really?
so.
Really,
right?
being hungover will make you leak more than actually being drunk in the moment. Personally, though, I don't like tattooing drunk people.
Yeah.
So, yes, you do bleed more.
Gotcha.
But I'm never drunk.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just take the edge
He's
off.
always on his way.
Yeah.
On his way to being drunk.
Just kind of cruising there, you know, taking his time.
So did you finish the dots or no?
Yeah, we did.
He let me chill.
We chilled for a while.
Yeah, his wife's like, probably don't tattoo him anymore. I was like, fuck, I got to come back. He's like, sorry, dude, you have to come back. And he's like, we were talking about it. He's like, oh, there's only 2 dots left. And his wife's like, all right, maybe you could finish those up.
Yeah.
And then so I chilled for probably like half hour, 45 minutes. They gave me like a soda, like just drink this,
Yeah.
Just chilling there. Like I felt fine afterwards. Like it was so fucking weird. Like,
It happens. I think what he was saying, like about the endorphins.
Yeah.
You get endorphins, adrenaline, and sometimes it just hits you weird. If you're on an empty stomach, I've seen people barf over it or
Really?
just pass. Oh yeah,
That's crazy.
it's a lot of. It's like fight or flight chemicals.
Yeah.
Like when I was getting my head tattooed, I think it felt like my body thought that I was being eaten by a lion.
Oh,
And was like, get up and get the fuck out of there. Like, why are you still laying there? Like, it was just pure terror and panic. And I just had to lay there and like fight the urge to stand up and run.
that's crazy.
it was really
the head
crazy, yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
The head's not fun.
It was
Crazy.
But you just got
traumatic.
your head like added more to your head.
I
Didn't you?
did, yeah. I got some thorns.
How long did that one
Apparently.
take?
It was like maybe like an hour.
That one hurt bad.
No, it wasn't too bad.
Wasn't as bad as
My
the
buddy
rest
that
of
did it, Adrian Meza at Premier Tattoo in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He tattoos like pretty fine line stuff, and he has pretty light hands, so like it wasn't too bad.
Do you notice a difference for like longevity of the tattoo with heavier hands versus lighter hands?
There's so many factors. It's hard to say who actually has a heavy hand. In my opinion, like a heavy hand would mean like putting too much needle in.
Mm-hmm.
But some people say, "Oh, that guy has a heavy hand, but his machines just hit fucking hard."
Yeah.
But like, it's fine if your machines hit hard if your hand speed is like appropriate for how fast your machine's running, as long as you're not like doing damage to the skin. But I mean, it may hurt to get, I guess, more ink per second put into your skin.
Yeah. Is there any truth to that myth that like some people's skin takes ink better than others?
No, it's true.
Is it?
Yeah. Everybody's skin is different. Your skin on your arm is different than the skin on your leg. So it's like
Colors too. Red. Some people don't like
are
red.
kind of prone to it's not like a blowout, but I don't know if just their actual layer of skin is thinner because there's a layer of fat underneath your skin. Once you start depositing ink into that layer of fat is where you get like a blowout, they call it. So it's just kind of like a hazy bluish black halo like around your tattoo.
Yeah.
But it's just ink spreading in the fat layers under your skin.
Gotcha.
And so it's like
Let
if
me
your
see.
skin's thin, it's like maybe you didn't have enough room above the fat, and like it's not really the artist like
Yeah.
doing something wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
Crazy. Let me see the blue flowers.
The blue flowers.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Well, I thought because you have like the fat deposits that they turn
Jesus
blue.
Christ, he's going
You get your
hard,
back done.
man.
Dude, he fucking loses 10
I
pounds.
know.
and
It's
all
what
of
I
a
was
sudden-
just gonna say. He loses like 15 pounds, goes to the gym for 2 months.
Oh, I'm
and
glad
then
you
he's
guys
talking shit.
noticed.
First time you can see his dick in 10 years,
Remember
and
we
all of a
had that,
sudden.
remember had that competition to see who could lose more weight, and
I'm
I
glad
won?
you guys noticed.
We didn't notice. You just tell us every fucking day.
Did you guys see Gary full size good now? Gary full size good now.
Hell yeah, brother.
This fucking guy.
Weirdest place you've done a tattoo at on someone's body?
On someone's body.
None of them are really weird.
None that weird. People want to hide them sometimes. I don't know. I don't think anywhere is that
Do you do
weird.
bodysuits and stuff like that too?
I'm starting to do like more large scale projects.
Like turtle shells or stuff like that, which means you're just going all the way back onto the hamstring. You know, you
Yeah.
got to spread the butt cheeks. So you got to get in there, else it looks a little weird.
Have you
That's
done any
funky.
butt cheeks?
Yeah.
I heard they
did
hurt like a motherfucker.
One back piece so far that like goes down onto the butt, but he was already like, it was like a kind of had to convince him that it was a good idea. But it could have went down onto the thighs, but like he was like barely
Yeah.
wanted to do the butt. But like my back piece ends at my waist.
And would
and
you?
I wanted to get my butt tattooed.
So I fucked up. Anybody that's out there is listening to this podcast and you're gonna get a full back piece, go onto your fucking butt and go
Yeah.
down to your thighs.
Yeah.
Because
That's what you told
mine.
me about my butt or my back.
Yeah.
Like, let's go
Yours
past.
just goes at least a little past.
Are you
your
gonna do? Are
waistline.
you gonna do lower? Mine's waistline. Also,
Yeah.
my whole back is waistline, and I really wish I would have gone all the way.
Mine's
It just
like a hard
So-
edge.
mine is too. Mine's like the
It
bottom
looks
of a
like-
table,
yeah.
so it's like it kind of fucking sucks.
Why
It's
is
like
that
I'm
though?
wearing
Huh?
Why?
It looks like I'm wearing an Ed Hardy T-shirt.
Why should you
I
go
love
down?
Ed Hardy. Thank you very much.
So
I
when
guess
you're-
that makes sense, but like down your butt though, like that's. I mean,
doesn't have to go all the way down. It just has to go past like.
Your waist.
Oh, see, I'm of a different. I like it when because like I'm of the opinion like if you can stretch that image or you can put more to that image, you're not giving yourself a floor to that box basically. So make the image look good the way it sits on your body. Don't go, oh no, I want it in here, and now you have to shrink that image, right? Like, so it's like I like superimposed stuff. I like stuff that's real large anyway, but still, it lets you continue the whole flow of that piece. I don't know. That's just me personally.
If
But
you
would
look
it-
at like Japanese tattooing, they've been doing
Correct.
the same style for like thousands of years.
Yeah.
Already. When they're doing bodysuits, which is like the whole style is kind of revolved around.
But they really show off their stuff though. Like me personally, or I don't know about you, would you like show it off? Like
In a convention, like most of them show it off in a convention setting. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen
Yeah.
my ass, but I would definitely show it off.
oh gosh. Well, after the hair comes back, you ain't seen it.
How do you even know that?
Look at his body. The hell?
He just looks hairy.
It feels hairy.
I just had to shave this. It's already growing back.
Are you going any lower or no? You're not
On
going to
my
do your butt?
No, I think we're planning on no.
Because I was like, cool, I'm going to have my whole body tattooed except for my ass cheeks. That's fucking stupid.
I mean, if I was getting my whole body done, then
Look like we're in
Yeah.
Afro chaps.
like
You're working on your whole front now. Then you have your
Yeah.
legs. Then what?
I don't know, my butt cheeks.
Yeah.
I heard the butt
Just
cheeks.
gonna be wearing a skin diaper.
Dude, do Aaron's face. That'd be kind of cool.
But are you going for, because you just do like the little tattoos here and there. Are you trying to go for a full suit eventually, or?
Not like one giant one piece, but yeah, I want to get like my stomach done. Like I have my chest, but he's gonna do like my stomach and shit, and then from there, I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. But yeah, I like my arms is definitely like patchwork, like he was saying.
Yeah.
Probably my legs will be the same way, but
I'm at the point where I like to look at the ones that I'm getting. So since I moved on to the hands, like now I want to view this stuff. Everybody is like, oh man, I'm getting my whole back done. Not you, obviously. But I'm like, super cool. You're never going to fucking look at it.
yeah.
Like,
No,
I-
all the time I'm like
I-
checking out my back. I'm like, fuck, that's dope.
Yeah,
I
see,
didn't get to see it. But
Give it like 10 or 15 years.
Yeah.
And then you won't look at it as much. I don't know how long you've had your back done. I've had mine done like 20 years. And I don't look at mine very much. Just the other day I was
15
like,
years, yeah.
oh, look at that. But I can't see any of the detail.
whenever
you
I
know?
get my back done, it's not gonna be for me. It's gonna be for the guys behind me, technically.
100%. You know what we should do? Just get names all over.
Oh, yeah.
Pick one.
I feel like when you get the big pieces, though, it's like it doesn't leave you room to like, because sometimes you want to have like fun, stupid tattoos, you know?
For sure.
And it's like, shit, I just covered my whole leg, and I don't have room to put anything stupid there, you know? It's
Yeah.
like sometimes I want
That's true.
to leave space for my stupid tattoos.
Yeah, we're making a PBR tattoo.
Yeah, exactly.
hell's that gonna
That'd be a dick.
You gotta lift it up though.
No, I think if obviously if I had zero tattoos but I had the money, I would definitely go for big full portraits on arms, artwork, not portraits, artwork on arms, on legs.
Yeah.
Nice huge pieces where you're like, oh shit, that
And that's
stands
like a
out.
preference style. That's
Yeah.
my preference too. I'm the same way. I like large scale pieces, like covering.
Yeah, you
an
don't have
entire
very many
sleeve.
small
I
little
don't
things.
have. I reserved a leg kind of to do that. But like your neo traditional or traditional stuff is a lot of smaller pieces, like what you wear. You wear a lot of
Right.
smaller pieces, which is cool. I actually like the style too a lot. I just don't prefer to wear it on me.
Yeah.
You know,
So
but it's like
did you do a lot of research before you started getting tattoos? Because, like, honestly, I did not personally, and I just started getting tattooed by whoever the fuck.
I got
tattooed
super
me,
I
so-
got super lucky. So like when I got my girlfriend in high school got tattooed by Carlos Torres when he was tattooing out of his garage.
Ah, I see.
Right? So it was SoCal Tattoo when it was at 6 and Gaffey, way old school. And I was in college and I wanted a Hatebreed lyric. It's the struggles that define us with the Gargoyles. And I ended up meeting Tom Berg. I don't know if you know who that is.
No.
So he was super big black and gray. So the Black Dragon or Red Dragon movie, the Hannibal one, he did that back piece.
Oh, okay.
He did like X-Men, Prison Break, the TV show. He did the
Right,
front and
that guy's-
back. Yeah, he did all that. So he was really big back in the day. Well, it was him, Terry Morgan, Ethan Morgan, who was really big with Paul Booth and stuff. So I got like the opportunity to do this, and then I kind of just started going. I always wanted to. I initially it was just the top of my back, and then I made a whole back piece. I fucked up there. I wish I would have, done
Just
the whole
did
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, but I always liked. I just like I got stuff that I wanted to look at. Everybody's like, "Did you get any tattoos removed?" And I was like, "No." Number one, I wouldn't because it was a point in my life. But number two, like I thought mine out. Now I'm at the point where I'm like, "That looks cool. Let's get that." Like I want to do that. Now I'm like having
Yeah.
some more fun with it. So it's like I
But
don't know.
you don't have
go
much
through
room left.
You'd go through different phases. Yeah, I don't. Like I want to get my knuckles done. If you have some good liner people, I want to get them. I'm gonna get give and take on my knuckles.
Oh yeah, we got three guys that are
That are good on that?
experts at lettering.
Okay, I
at the
love
shop,
that then. Maybe I'll go over there.
Is there
Jordan
a,
does lettering, right?
Yes, he does. Jordan Trujillo,
Okay.
Elmer Rodriguez, or Joey's as well.
I'll look up the
All
shop
three of
and
them
stuff
could
like
do
that.
it.
I'll go down. Oh, sorry.
Really good letters.
is there any like piece of artwork that you're like, oh man, I would love to do this on somebody?
Yeah, I mean, we're constantly painting flash and just kind of doing our own designs on paper in our own time.
Okay.
Really. A lot of the appointments that we're getting are like kind of custom requests or like a piece of flash that they found on the internet and they just want it tattooed on them, which I'm happy to do also. But we do have like our own stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I have like a book of all the flash sheets that I still like that I've painted since like 2017, or in like a spiral bound book, and I just take with me to conventions and
Oh, nice.
see if people want to pick out of them or whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I think that's what I want to do for my stomach. I'm gonna just pick something like your own.
Oh,
like
yeah.
yeah,
Down.
let's do it.
Always down.
As long as I don't pass out.
Like a little one?
It'll be okay.
I thought you wanted to get like the big Virgin Mary in the front.
That's what I wanted, but I don't think I'm going that route anymore.
No?
God, you changed that quick, and now you're gonna make a decision on what you want. What if you start that and then want to change it?
I don't know.
Just whatever it is at the time when we start, that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, it's true. It is true.
Yeah.
Why not though?
Once
Why
the stencil's on, I
would
ain't
you change your mind?
I've just been looking at a lot of his art, and I was like, I really want to do like something that he's drawn, like to show off like his work. Like,
You're really weird
Thanks,
in your
dude.
style too. You have some traditional now. Obviously, you have an entire back that's traditional. Or is back neo traditional? Traditional. Did you whip shade that shit?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ish.
let's go traditional then. Yeah, neo, almost neo traditional. But
I feel like Neo, I don't know. We're just splitting hairs. But
Yeah,
like Neo
yeah.
has like kind of like a certain look that's like leaning more towards like illustration,
right.
like heavy illustration. For a while, they're kind of like telltale sign of like whether this person like neo traditional specifically. Like you could put guidelines for like highlights
Right.
into a stencil, so you know where the highlights go when you tattoo. But like they would do a hard line around,
Right.
maybe like the highlight on a nose or a cheek for some reason. I don't think it looks good personally. I wouldn't do it, but that was like makes it neo.
It's like when people were like, "Oh, that like, let me see that flower that's on your hand." Yeah, so like that's more like traditional, like the top of his hands, right? And people like, "Oh, I don't like that flat shading. I want to add some more dimension to it." So they took that same rose, but then like you said, they
Yeah.
added a little bit more to it, less whip shading and stuff
Dimension,
like that.
Made it more kind of cubey or
Yeah, different
realistic,
things.
like a light source or something.
But you have
like
some traditional, like your forearm straight traditional. No, that outside, like that flower. No, on the outside, right there.
heart?
Oh, that's a heart.
Nope, the flower. You don't even know your tattoos. What's
This
on
one
there? Yeah.
that. Oh yeah, I did that one in Fullerton actually.
Who calls out
That's
the
a skull.
Who calls out the
Oh.
outside of the arm?
I can't see it.
Yeah.
Well, forearm.
Andrew did that.
Like
Yeah.
that's straight.
Yeah.
That's like straight
When I was working
traditional.
on
Yeah,
Fullerton.
he
Dude,
did
your
that.
your line weight's thick as fuck
he
on
did
that.
that. He
Dude,
did
yeah,
my whole
so
right leg.
I've been tattooing about 10 years now. I was telling you, the needles that I use now are not the needles that I used then.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, and at the time, this was like 2016-ish, 15.
Something like that. Yeah.
Fools were using crazy line weight, like just super thick lines,
Oh.
just trying to get like instant gratification of like that really bold like thing. And older guys were trying to tell us like, you shouldn't be doing that, man. It's
Well, you
gonna
learn.
spread. Like it's gonna spread. And we're looking at tattoos, from the last time that traditional was popular.
Mm-hmm.
And these tattoos have aged.
Yeah.
And some of the older guys that were there are telling us, man, they did that with the 7, they did that with the 5. It's not, that thick it takes years to get that
Yep.
thick.
Yeah.
And so when you
Yep.
start that thick, and then 5 years goes by, almost 10 years goes by, the lines get huge.
How do you feel about now with all the crazy, like, super microscopic tattoo people doing these, like, hardcore detailed tattoos that just aren't
it's
going to
crazy.
last for, a year?
Yeah.
The fine line shit.
Some of
Yeah,
them,
but, like,
some of
some-
them will. You're talking about like Ben Grillo.
I'm talking
Ben
like
Grillo's
Grillo's
shit
so
is
nice.
legit,
Yeah,
and it
like-
stays, and it's this big.
Yeah, it's just fucking gnarly. Like, I have a bunch of buddies who've gotten something that's, like, gone a year later. Just fucking...
Right.
The fine line, like we got tattooed at
Sasha.
Sash Tattoo. because there's one in L.A.
Okay.
We were in Spain and we got tattooed. That's where I got this done. Actually, funny. I've been tattooed at one in Spain there, but they do all fine line there. So all like me and you're going to be wife and my wife, we all got the same tattoo, fine line, but it sticks pretty well. It goes back to what you were saying, like how you're putting that ink in makes a difference on how long it's going to stay.
There's people that can do it, but generally doing a lot of detail in a really little space is not smart on the skin. But there's people like you're saying. Ben Grillo is like a perfect example.
Yeah, Grillo's
of, like,
incredible.
How to do it the right way. This guy's doing portraits on like your knuckle.
Oh damn.
Yeah, look up Ben Grillo. He's in Oceanside. I actually was going to have him do my knuckles, but I couldn't think of 8 things that I wanted. So I was like, I'm not just doing like 2 and then 2. That's fucked up. I was going to get the RA logo like on my knuckles. He does the most amazing like dime size portraits that stay. But he has like his way of doing it, and he's like an OG.
I think if you design it properly, and then maybe the ink.
How long does one of those little tattoos take?
I don't know. I think I might try and do them, but I got tiny little hands, dude. I was gonna try and do them on these lower knuckles or something like that. But you can get in with
He
him.
must be quick. Now he's been doing it for like 15 years already.
Long time.
Tattoos. I remember him making a post about like it's cost this much, but it's gonna take me 3 hours, dude. So. That's why it costs that
With
much.
the design work and
Yeah.
everything.
Crazy.
So now that like you have your shop, it seems like things are going good for you. Would you ever consider like maybe open up another shop and now you're running 2 locations?
No,
No?
I don't think so. No,
Just be a lot managing all those people.
definitely. It's a
Welcome
lot
to
doing
Sam's
one
life.
shop.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of work doing one shop, and I think there's been a shift, like I was saying earlier, from like commission to booth rent. So it's like you can really only make so much money.
Yeah.
I think back in the day, it was pretty standard to be on like a 50-50 commission or like a 60-40 commission. So if you own a shop, the guy that owned the shop that I apprenticed at owned like 4 shops at the time that I worked there. And he was collecting commission from everybody that worked at every shop. So he was like raking it in.
Yeah.
Did he tattoo?
He did tattoo, yeah.
Oh, he did.
Mike Ferguson.
Okay.
Oh, no
He
shit.
owned First Amendment Tattoo in
I've heard of him
Murrieta.
before.
Yeah. He owned the shop. He was partners with another guy, the guy that I actually like apprenticed with or whatever. But yeah.
That seems like a lot running 4 shops.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well-
Port City has a ton too.
Yeah.
They have like 4 or 5 shops. I don't know what it's like. I mean, I think you would just put a GM in that spot and you're just collecting part of that rent. You commission out your GM or something like that to run a good shop.
Yeah, kind of the older business model. Definitely, you get a guy
Yeah.
that maybe you apprenticed
Right.
that you've known for a long time that you definitely have to trust.
As a
because
shop
it's a cash
manager.
business, so like
Yeah.
who's to stop him from just shoving fistful of cash in his pocket.
Yeah.
But the way that they used to do it, like you just get a guy like that, you offer him like a little bit better commission than everybody else.
Yep.
You have an apprentice most of the time to do all like kind of the grunt work anyway, so it's really just them making sure the place doesn't get burned down. And
Do you ever plan on stopping tattooing?
hopefully
Like
not.
retiring?
Hopefully not.
How's
No?
your back?
It's getting crazy.
That's what Kevin's thing is
old.
dealing with too. That back,
Yeah,
the back just
it's
gets
nuts.
bad,
Getting
dude.
old as fucked.
Yeah.
Getting old as fuck. I used to be able to tattoo like 12 hours, no problem. But yeah, no, can't even do that.
Hopefully, I mean, the new guns machines are a little bit easier on your wrist though too, huh? No, I corrected myself. The new machine's easier on the wrist because they're a little lighter versus the coil machines.
Definitely, yeah. And
Yeah.
like the ones that we were talking about that are like a cylinder, like all the weight is like stacked.
Yeah.
So like the
that's
coil machines, there's like a tube for the needle that has like a grip, and then there's a vise on the machine, and that hangs off the back.
So it
also,
really-
there's a clip cord attached to that, like kind of pulling the weight. So you do have to be aware of like where you're holding the machine in your hand, but it does wear quite a bit on your hands.
Never even think about that. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Wears
the
out your
wrist.
wrist,
It's almost
yeah.
like people that cut hair too, right?
Yeah.
Their wrists and
Yeah.
their back get fucked up.
Yeah.
Do you carry at the shop? You don't have to say that.
I have something in my bottom drawer. I don't.
You have your
carry
CCW
it
yet?
on me. No, I don't. I want to
Dude,
get
you
it.
you could get yours like quick. And it's like taking 6 to 7 months. I just did an amendment on mine now because I moved. But like you can get it 6 to 7 months easy. With the cash that you deal with, it'd be fucking cake, bro.
Yeah, I want to. I fucked up. I had Riverside County address forever. Fucking Bianca would have gave me one in a fucking heartbeat.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Now
Well,
I'm-
OC's.
OC is not too
OC's,
bad.
yeah, they won't
just
give you up.
as- Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the only difference is that I think Riverside still has deputies that work in that department, and then Orange County is all like civilian.
Yeah, it's all non-sworn now.
That's different, yeah.
But with all the cash you do, like Dude, that'll be.
And then especially with that law that went through, basically.
Well, he doesn't need. Yeah, he doesn't need a
You
reason.
don't need a reason anymore. All you gotta do is.
Oh, you don't? You don't
No.
need a reason
You don't
anymore?
need a good
Oh, that's
cause.
cool.
Yeah.
They never went back on
Really?
that, huh?
No.
Okay,
No.
cool then. You
That's
just put my
great.
Second
You
Amendment
literally
right.
go like, yeah, go fuck yourself if I want to, and they're like, okay.
Here you go.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah,
Might as
you know?
well,
Yeah.
dude. I don't know. I was just bugging these guys to get their CCW. You got yours, right?
We have ours.
Yeah.
It's it's just dual misdemeanors. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
It.
One for carrying conceal, one for carrying in
Well, it
the pipe.
depends how many. What if you're carrying like 5 guns?
And if they catch me.
What are you fucking Boondock Saints? Fucking guy? Hey, we're not going
was
to go
just a
there
question.
because you've been got caught.
Ben got caught.
Been got caught.
But I
done
believe
been got
I
caught.
believe too.
No gun
You
charges.
being a business owner in California, you are legally allowed to open carry in your shop.
In my shop, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can have one at work.
Yep.
It's
So a lot of
my
people
place of business.
But
A lot
not
of people-
concealed.
not concealed. Well, he's allowed to open carry legally.
You can't conceal carry in his own shop. Really?
I don't believe so, no.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not 100% on that, but I know for sure you can open carry being
On
a
your own
business owner.
property.
Yep, in California.
Just like on your. That's how we. That's
So
how we
that's
do
like
it here.
visible on your
Yeah.
Yep.
body.
You got a fucking holster right there, and
It's. I don't know. It's sketchy in that setting personally. Like even it's sketchy here. Like you got to really be about that force on force. Like because if you're gonna run exposed like that, you turn your back. Wham.
And
Like if
especially
I'm a
like
criminal, like I'm
someone's
just putting
reaching-
one.
Yeah.
Boom, dude. Like
Especially in a shop like that, you kind of want. I don't know. I don't know if I would ever.
the
carry.
element of surprise.
Well, that too. But I don't know if I'd ever want to carry in like in a shop like that because you kind of want your clients to be comfortable to a degree,
Definitely.
right? Like you don't
Yeah.
want you don't want the wrong person to come and be like, well, I ain't getting tattooed with this guy ever again because he carries a fucking gun.
Yeah.
I'd
some
love
people
that
don't
shit. If
like
my
it, that's
tattoo
for
artist was
sure.
like this and then started working, I was like, yes. At least I know nothing's happening to me while I'm getting tattooed, dude.
I think
Yeah.
the tattoo industry is kind of trying to pull itself away from that.
Yeah.
What? The guns?
Guns.
I thought it
and-
was so far away for a long time that I thought it was
Drugs and-
coming back. Like I thought. I mean, maybe it was moving towards guns are okay because now plenty of
Well,
Democrats own guns.
I should say just the average person that is coming into a tattoo shop. It's already kind of nerve wracking, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never felt that way.
Me neither.
I've always loved hanging out at tattoo shops. It's always like the shop that I apprenticed at. I was getting tattooed there and like just hanging out there all the time
Yep.
because if I heard a friend was getting tattooed, I would go out of my way just to show up, just to hang out.
I do the same thing if I got invited. If I knew
too.
people were getting tattooed,
I
bro.
know that's always a good time.
The only time I is like, hey, can I leave early to go get tattooed?
I know, and then I'm always like, damn,
You
where
should
you
come down
going?
and have a drink.
Must
No.
be nice.
Yeah.
But
But now we're like trying to.
Thanks a lot, Chuck.
Trying to get people to
I don't like to
pay-
socialize when I get tattooed.
Really?
I'm just like in the zone.
oh, you just pass out.
Yeah.
Or I pass out. Yeah.
Do you wear headphones?
Super.
No.
in the
I don't either.
He usually plays pretty good music, so
We have a good playlist at the shop. Everybody.
Some hardcore.
We play some hardcore sometimes. That's another thing that some people. Oh,
Yeah, it's a little weird.
can we?
Well, this
change
guy
it?
that
You
listens
know,
to Creed, you know, like
Creed. Dude, it's so good.
being right there on 4th Street. What time does your shop close?
Our hours are like 12 to 8, but
Okay, so
Yeah.
at nighttime you probably don't see really crazy shit.
yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still downtown Santa Ana.
Oh,
It's being gentrified, but
it's been for a long time.
It's
but-
like.
Yeah.
The
Gentrified.
tweakers are in our
No,
shop.
they
No
dumped
shit?
they
Oh,
dumped
yeah.
a lot of money right there.
Oh, for sure.
Like a ton of money. It doesn't look like the same shit
Yeah, you
anymore.
put
No,
lipstick
it's
on a
crazy.
pig, it's still a pig, son.
Yeah.
I tell you.
It's true.
We're chasing tweakers out of the shop all the time.
Damn.
Really?
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
they actually come up like up the
Inside
stairs.
shop, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, one guy blew right past me, went over to the window that's like facing 3rd Street. There's like a parking structure across the street. And me and one other guy were there at the shop and just followed him to the window and we were like, don't just want to like snatch him out of the shop. Like maybe he does want to get a tattoo, you know? And so we're just like, can we help you? And he was spun. Like just fucking gone.
Damn.
Started rambling about someone across the street that was looking for him or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, somebody's looking for you. You need to get the fuck
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
of here.
That's
Do
just
you get
that's
aggressive at that point? You're just like trying like, hey, all right, maybe we should like get out of here. or-
I'd asked him a couple times, and then when he still didn't start moving, I just kind of like open palmed his shoulder and kind of started pushing
yeah.
him towards the door, and then he started walking, and
Yeah. That's
It's
I
mostly
wasn't walking
tweakers though.
all the way out
There's
of
not
the
a lot of
building,
gang
like-
shit going on down there anymore.
Not
kinda has faded,
so
I think,
much
right?
in that area, just because it's so heavily policed. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The police, they're like down there all the time.
Real
That's good,
quick, before I fucking forget, and this is the most important part of the episode.
Most important part.
Oh, for the love of God.
He actually drew our logos.
Oh, yeah.
It is the
For
most important part.
Shoot the
That
mic.
humongous ass one over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Fucking
actually
big as fuck.
he
I'm
drew
sorry.
these up for us.
Yeah, I'm sorry we put Strike Industries behind it. I really.
Okay. So we did the rifle supply tattoos. So how many followers is it gonna take before the four of us get that logo tattoo?
I'll get it fucking right now, dude.
No, not. Doesn't make any fucking fun.
What do you mean?
So it's funny. Somebody was like, "Oh, damn, you're hardcore. Like, you got a shop tattoo." And I was like, honestly, if you haven't been there yet and have tattoos all over, like, yeah, you'd be like, "Oh, yeah, I would never get that." But once you have so many, it's like, yeah, sure. What's one more? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that doesn't mean it doesn't have much value.
no, it does.
Can we take it off?
If it didn't have value, I
Black
would
it
not
out.
have
Black it
got
out,
it. Yeah.
Black it out.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, like, this is us. We've been doing it for fucking 22 episodes deep. Like, this is us.
Episodes.
All right, so let's set the fucking goal.
What are we at right now, followers wise?
8,815.
On what? YouTube?
Yeah, but I don't
Oh,
know all of them.
subscribers.
Do we do 10K?
Let's do 1,000.
That's a lot. 10K subscribers.
1,000.
Subscribers.
We have 5,000 on the rifle supply YouTube. Just about 5,000.
So set our goal. What do you want our goal to be?
I think 1,000 is fair for the podcast.
It's only 200 more, bro.
Yeah, 1,000.
I just want to get another tattoo.
I still have a whole leg piece to do. I don't even
We're not dying. We're not dying to get a tattoo. I mean, I'll get shit.
All right, how about 5,000?
5,000 is doable.
Okay.
5,000?
5,000.
5,000.
Right, 813.
5,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Followers or whatever it
We'll
is.
get tattooed on the fucking podcast so we
We'll
can see
get-
Chuk pass
oh,
out.
shoot the
Kevin,
mic.
Kevin was being awesome.
So you know what's
and
cool
put
is
up our
we
stream
have
videos.
these blown up for the wall, and everybody who comes in and sees it because you did it on like artwork paper, right?
Yeah, I did it
Yeah.
by hand, yeah.
So everybody thinks like someone came in and painted these on the
Oh,
wall.
really? That's funny.
And I'm like, no, they're stickers. We just blew them up. He did it on artwork paper, and it looks dope. It looks
Thanks,
fucking
thank
yeah.
you.
He
I was
actually
stoked
drew,
when
he actually
Chuck
drew
did it
them.
for it.
See,
He
it
actually
wasn't like
drew
a graphic thing you put
Yeah.
together. You fucking
Yeah.
put the pen down
It's like
and
a
you drew
hybrid
it.
process. So I designed it on an iPad.
Right,
and
but then you draw it
I
out.
transfer the line drawing.
Yeah, I
to
was
the
just
piece of
like,
paper.
cool. Here's my hat. I want a bullet. I want headphones. Take it.
So at
And-
5,000,
Glad
you're
it
going
worked
to tattoo
out.
us all.
All right.
Down.
I don't know
So
where
we-
I'm getting
so we-
that
we'll
one.
do a
So we
follow-up
got to go on
episode.
Yeah.
we got to go on our YouTube and then promote the Shoot the Mic podcast.
You're talking to the guy that runs it.
We're the talent.
The bummer is like I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna put it.
Mine's
Stacy
gonna-
said my neck's off limits.
Put it on
mine's
your
gonna
head.
mine's gonna go right next to my PBR
I
tattoo.
really want to get my head tattooed, but you scared the shit
You
out
don't.
of me.
It fucking hurts.
It does hurt.
Yeah.
You have your head done too?
Yeah, I got my whole head.
See, if I was gonna do it, I'd be like a swimmer's cap. Like I want the whole thing
Yeah.
done. But like
I think you were
he said
taking
it
a
was
piss,
that
but
bad.
he has his head done, but he just got like the top, like his forehead.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah, I'll show you. It's like
Oh, nice.
the thorns.
Yeah.
Dope.
sick.
Can you put your head down?
Is it that bad?
The thorns weren't bad, but
Nice.
That's cool,
it's
dude.
like this. I could turn around. The real action's in the back.
Oh goddamn.
that's
Oh
dope, dude.
shit.
Nice.
That's super cool.
Can we see Chuck's while we're at it?
I like it.
My head
Yeah,
has
check.
hair.
It's okay.
Yeah,
You-
hair.
Yeah, he's got a wedding to attend.
Oh, it's
I
all
don't
right.
think you can see anything on my head.
You can see the back of your head.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, he got his whole head tattooed and then
Sorry.
fucking grew out his hair.
You
Who
can say
does
thanks
that?
to Aaron.
Yeah, he's got a big old Donald Trump on top of his head.
No one will say thanks to Aaron on that one. Aaron's gonna be all pissed off at me for that, but whatever.
He was gonna look so good for the wedding.
His shit, dude. We went to Spain. He had it like nice and tight. It looked fucking dope.
Yeah, but he's gonna look so good for the wedding. He looks
handsome.
handsome right now.
I like him with hair too, man.
a
Like he
handsome
looks
dude.
good with hair.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Chuck's
like
killing it.
it's not that bad.
What?
It's doable.
The head?
I was gonna get at least the back of my head done, or
Yeah,
something.
you just. I mean, it only hurts while you're getting it.
Are you getting your Are you getting your neck done at any point?
No, Stacy she doesn't control the tattoos, but like she was like, I'm just asking you, can you keep it off the front?
Why?
Because I told her I wanted to do the back. I've never been a huge fan of like turtlenecks, but like you don't have like a turtleneck. Like those are multiple pieces, but like I like bigger pieces, so I would fill in the whole thing, and I just haven't been a huge fan of it.
Yeah.
Now I like them more.
Like my sister has her whole
Yep.
front done,
Yep.
like whole 9 yards, and I'm like iffy on it.
I am iffy on it also.
Yeah.
That's why I'll do another one behind my ear, and then maybe the neck come to the sides just a little bit in the back of my head. But like once again, I wanted to do like a canine skull or something like that, like a mouth open. But I'm like, cool, I'm going to get my whole back of my head done. I'm never going to fucking look at it.
Yeah, it's fair.
But you'll look badass.
Hell yeah.
That's it. From behind, I'll look great from behind, like Sam.
Hell yeah.
You know, like
That's what he kept telling me. He's like, you're going to look good for fucking summer with your back down. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking
don't
A.
let Raul call you fat again.
Yeah, fuck you.
Well, you still trying to lose weight? You got your wedding.
Still am, dude. What do you mean? Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Can everybody stop going like this?
Looking strong.
Raul's gonna plateau, and he's gonna be like, "Man, I haven't lost weight in forever."
I think he's done
fucking
that.
tacos. I hate it. It's ridiculous, dude. Poor guy.
You were working out for a little bit too, right?
Yeah, I was doing CrossFit right there.
Yeah.
There's a CrossFit gym downtown.
Does CrossFit suck?
No, it was really good, actually. We lost, like, me and Medea started doing it, like, when our daughter was maybe, like, not 3 months, maybe, like, 6 months old.
Yeah.
A little older. I think she was just starting to walk. Maybe older than 6 months, I don't know. Short-term memory's gone, dude. Marijuana.
But you liked it?
I did like it, yeah. It was just kind of fast-paced at first.
Yeah, it's
Because I was
hit.
coming from
It's a lot
like
of
not
hit
going to
training.
the gym at all.
Right.
From never working out to CrossFit seems like a lot.
It was a lot
Fuck
at
yeah.
first.
Oh, it's interesting because those gyms are supposed to like warm you up into the courses,
Right.
right? They're supposed to do that, but typically what they do is they get. That's why CrossFit's such a bad name. They'll throw brand new members into their like regular level classes. They're like, okay, we're not going to train you on how to do any of these. You just do these now. Go ahead.
And then they
Right.
get
So
fucking
especially
hurt.
if you don't know how to do the movement.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like they
Both
don't
of
like.
these dudes. Well, I guess all three of you like have you work out a lot. Or
Yeah,
have worked out
I
a
don't
lot.
like CrossFit because I feel like you have a more chance of getting hurt. You're doing like too many movements, especially as you get older. And you know,
I don't totally agree with that, but
Yeah.
like I can see it. But like your kettlebell swings and stuff like that, if you're taught how to do them correctly, like that motion, your overheads,
Yeah.
your Roman
Yeah,
get-ups
typically
and
your
stuff.
injuries don't come from the movement themselves. They come from
Turkish
doing the
get-ups.
movement incorrectly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you're doing everything correct, even like there's people who deadlift at 80 years old. You know, there's an old man who has like a world record for his age group and his weight. He did like 500 pounds off the ground at 80
What
years
is
old.
it? What is
So,
it
like,
there? Yeah, I mean, when I was your guys' age at 37, I just saw a video. I mean, I was deadlifting like 325. So like you can totally do it. You just have to do the just do it correctly.
Yeah.
You used
Like
to do
talk to
cro-
Sam.
You
Take
used to
Sam.
do CrossFit, right?
No, I did like it was training. It's called Training for Warriors, so it wasn't actually CrossFit, but it was like alternating hit training, high interval,
similar.
high intensity interval training, and then like a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah.
So it was like I like to lift heavy and then do hit training. So I get my cardio there, but then it was like a lot of PRs for squats and deads and all that
Yeah.
stuff. I enjoyed that part. That's why when I started to lose weight, I didn't enjoy losing weight because I was I couldn't move as much weight, and I enjoyed lifting heavier.
Yeah. When I was
So,
like 330 pounds, I was squatting 600 and I was
Yeah.
like, yes.
It's fucking
but I
awesome.
But I couldn't get out of bed.
But now you couldn't do that much because you've lost 30
Yeah.
pounds, 40 pounds.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's tough whatever side you want to be on. You know,
Are you still working out?
Not right now, no.
Yeah, me neither, dude. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
I want to.
This guy's like, I want to lose weight for my wedding. I don't want to work out though.
Yeah.
No, I'm just.
I thought you were doing your Peloton. Where's
No,
your
I like to ride my bike. Yeah,
Do you?
I like to ride. I don't. Is that considered a workout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. Cardio.
Definitely.
Yeah. I don't, I'm not a lift. I don't like to lift weights.
It's because you haven't done it. If you did it and you started to move some weight, you would probably go, "This is fucking fun. Like I really enjoy
You
it."
guys remember we would always go to
would,
Crunch
bro.
Fitness?
Yeah.
It is
After
nice.
work, it was like me, you, and Jesse,
Yeah.
and
I
Chachi.
lifted some weights for like a couple months.
he
No, but
does.
like when you get into like, cool, so now you're benching 285, you know, and stuff like that. I don't know. Like you went from 0 to nothing. Like it's a really good feeling, and it's like it's self-reinforcing.
It does.
You know.
Yeah. It's called like CrossFit DTSA. It's downtown Santa Ana.
Mm-hmm.
They're there on 5th. They did a lot of foundation classes when
Mm-hmm.
you're starting, so it's like you're not doing whatever class they have for the day. You're on the side,
Yeah.
learning how to do
Good.
the form and
Yeah.
lift and everything. And actually, we stopped going, but when we do go to the gym, we just got like a Choose membership. Now we're using all the stuff that we learned
Totally.
at that
that's
gym.
cool.
Still
Yeah.
lifting.
Yeah.
We like doing it kind of more at our own pace, though.
Yeah.
I like tweak my shoulder trying to keep up with these fuckers. Like,
Yeah.
kind of my fault, though. I got like a little cocky. I was
It
like,
happens.
"Oh,
Yeah.
I could do that. But yeah, I don't know. We learned a lot, and I do like lifting weight.
People argue
once you
that you
learn
burn
everything.
more calories lifting weight and
Right.
heavy weight than if you're just doing straight cardio.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Powerbase. Guys, we use Powerbase Bluetooth speakers in the studio, the shop, the warehouse, and even on range days. The quality is amazing. They're engineered right here in the USA, established in 2001, and not only that, they manufacture their own products. We also use Powerbase in our company cars. The sound is amazing. Visit powerbaseusa.com. That's powerbaseusa.com, or hit the link in the description below.
I mean, I think my
Plus, you're adding strength
I think
to the
my
muscle.
my average
fibers.
metabolic
Already
rate
so
right now is
strong,
like,
though, dude.
dude,
No, I used to be strong, not anymore.
Well, then
got
just
dad
start working
strength.
out again, dude.
That was
strength.
I
temp
got a
power-
little baby gym at my house.
temp
man.
power strength. Remember that?
Yeah. No, you were in good shape. You were out in the fucking sun, fucking working all day, though, dude.
Yeah. And I was young.
You're
And
still,
I
you're
was
still young.
young.
You're still young.
Well,
Oh, my body's not young.
Young
we
compared
put our
to
body through a lot
me.
of shit.
Relics.
Back in the day.
Did, yeah.
So me and
fuck
this
you.
guy used to fucking like we've known each other for a while. So we used to go to all the shows together. Used to go to all the parties together.
Yeah.
Used to do everything.
Just wrecking our bodies.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Alcohol, violence. Did you guys ever make it to the Showcase Theater in
Oh,
Corona?
yeah. I used to go there all the time.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
it was like the crazy, like, should have been illegal. Probably was illegal. They were
Stage
just like-
stage dives from the merch
Yeah,
area
there's like
and shit.
there's a
Yeah.
balcony inside
Yep.
the building where they would sell
Yep.
merch. They would let you jump off of it.
It's gnarly, dude.
Holy
They did not care
shit.
what
I've seen lots of violence there.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you were a regular, all the security would kind of recognize your face. You could fight,
Yeah.
and they would back you up.
Yeah.
Because you were a local kid. And you're here all the
Holy
time. So obviously the other kid is the fucking motherfucker with the problem.
I was the Orange County kid going to IE, basically. You know,
Yeah.
that was before FSU started showing up.
Oh, yeah. I don't even want to get into that.
Are you still doing music?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. It's hard now being old and like trying to be in a band.
You're
Yeah.
not old. Fuck, man.
Older.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Too
45
old, too
this
old
year
to
in a
get
couple
5
months, dude.
assholes on the same page for like a practice schedule.
Okay, that's fair. You just that's just like
know
I'm
what I
too
mean?
old for. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I get it. I get it.
And
I'm
then-
too
so
old
it's
for this.
basically like if I'm doing anything with like heavy music now, everybody's like, yeah, just send me the files.
Oh.
I'm like, okay.
And that's not
That's
fun.
not fun.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Nobody
I don't know, I've
jams
been
out
writing
anymore.
stuff. Yeah, nobody jams. I mean, obviously.
Oh,
there's
except
kids
for these
jamming,
fucking
but-
guys next door.
Dude, they're dudes next door, yeah.
Oh, is it that
Oh,
way?
yeah.
Yeah.
Shh, they fucking. I'm surprised. Knock on wood. Normally Wednesdays when we record,
Oh, they start playing.
there's like 3 or 4 of them. They fucking
They've
jam
been doing
out
it for years.
like 4 songs and then they dip.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like after work session and then they're out.
They're playing like classic rock and shit though.
Yeah.
Yacht rock.
That
Dad
dad
rock,
rock?
yeah.
You still listen to hardcore?
I do, yeah.
You ever listen
I love
to Speed?
I just checked out their new fucking song they put out with the flute. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
you
like
showed me that one.
three Asian cats. Yeah, and then like End It from Baltimore.
Yeah.
They got
good.
they're pretty rough.
There's
Yeah,
a,
I like-
there's
I
a
like
hardcore
Beatdown.
band right now. It's actually like one of my favorites is it's Creed.
Gosh.
Real old
Somebody
school.
God,
It's
that's all
not
he
soft.
listens
It's just old school.
right.
Can I mute his mic yet?
No,
Please.
my mic.
Please, you could mute him and just put like Creed in real low, so we could deal with that. But
Just with arms
No,
wide
yeah,
open,
I
please.
still listen to a lot of hardcore. I love hardcore. I don't think it was not a phase for me.
me and him,
I'm never
me and
gonna
him
grow
too.
out of it.
Like a
not a
lot of
phase,
people.
Bob.
I think we're the only two that still really listen to like hardcore, like hard music,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah.
Who else?
Nobody.
Yeah,
Not a
it's-
single soul.
No, like from our group.
Like
of friends.
even Dave, like our buddy Dave Peters is from Throwdown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he
Yep.
comes in, he still listens to it, but not as much. And I'm like, check this band out, and stuff like that. He's actually has a part on the new Kubla Khan song that's
Oh, that's
coming
cool.
out,
Yeah,
which is
they're-
pretty
they're
fucking
good.
cool. Yeah, I
You
really
just have to
like them.
look. Like I went through that little phase of like everything that's coming out now sucks. These kids don't know shit. They're a bunch of fucking pussies.
Right?
That's Justin's whole life.
No, that's like Chuk when we go to shows, dude. We saw Knock Loose at Chain.
Oh yeah.
And Chuck looked back at me and he was like, actually, I look back at Chuck because I'm shorter, so I stand in front at shows usually. And I was like, what? And he was like, a bunch of fucking pussies. In that, dude. Like the pit was weak
It was
compared
like
to like,
last year,
Yeah.
a year and a half ago. It was like
Yeah.
right after one show started happening again.
Right.
And we were so stoked to go to a fucking show and like knock loose a chain.
yeah.
This is going to be fucking badass, you know?
violence.
And it was like, I
Nothing.
was like, this.
There was one big dude that like put the biggest smile on his face because he went in and fucking wrecked the pit. Like it's funny when you go to shows now, right? The guys with boat shoes with short shorts on with the polo on, they're going to fuck shit up in that pit because they're old school dudes, right?
Yeah,
And it's funny. It's a different scene. It'll come back around. Like bands like Speed and End It and stuff, and I think they're bringing like Speed. It kind of has a terror feel, like an old school like hardcore to it. Like it may bring some of it back again, but it's like all cyclical, right?
Yeah,
like, it goes around.
I think I don't know. Maybe kids are just not that angry as they used to be, but we were definitely spoiled at shows.
Well, yeah, all kids
oh,
have
you
therapists
totally
now.
were.
Yeah, kids are just it's different.
Kids are
nowadays.
soft these days.
Yeah, they're inside. They're playing video games.
Right.
Yeah, man, but like I don't know. I always say it to Stacy, like if kids listen to hardcore, posy-core, right? Like I grew up on like Hatebreed and Vision of Disorder and stuff like that, and it's like even before that, Adamantium and all those, like if you listen to positive lyrics, it's so much better than this shit music that's out here, because a lot of the hardcore that we listen to is like overcome, persevere, like get yourself through this shit. You have a home here with people. Like it's really purely positive. A lot of it is like you get some thugcore stuff, right? Like that happens, but like there's some good messages in hardcore, and these kids are so fucking soft. Like I'm not like a tough guy at all, but like hardcore saved my life at certain points in my life when I was going through breakups or hard times. Like I listened to that music, and instead of crawling inside of myself, I just got fucking angry, and that's what I used to get through it. But like kids these days don't know how to fucking do it. They either hop on the fucking keyboard and talk a bunch of shit, or you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. I think hardcore would be great for kids.
I think so, dude. Honestly.
I don't know.
It was great for me.
Let's put hardcore back in school.
We're bringing it fucking back, dude. Rifle Supply, bringing fucking hardcore back. You know? Like
put it back in
something.
schools. Put it in the churches.
Yeah, I mean, it really is like even bands that have a negative message, like it's an appropriate time and place to release negative energy.
For sure.
I think.
Well, it's funny. My son, he's going to high school this year, and like we're at a family party like 2 months ago, and his uncles were like, "Hey, you're going to high school next year? Like, you haven't got jumped yet? Like, you haven't been in a fight, like." And he's like, "No," and he's like, and his uncles are just like, just not the same anymore. By seventh grade, you should have been jumped already, dude. Like,
someone should have punched you. In the face by now.
Yep,
for sure.
But it's just, it's different times. It's wild.
It is.
Yeah,
you can't get in a fight at school anymore. You get fucking
expelled.
sent to jail.
Reamed, dude.
Yeah.
Reamed.
Really?
It was nice because my brother was like, he's so big compared to everybody at his school.
Nobody did.
Dude, when we went to the graduation, it was so funny because I was sitting next to Stacy, and Stacy's like, "Why are there so many fucking weirdos here?" She's like, "Why are there?" It was shit you not, like, we were the token white family in that entire school. Hilarious. Cause
You guys were.
Yeah. Shocker, I know.
Where was this at?
It's Hare High School in Garden Grove, so it's like a continuation school for a bunch of shithead kids.
Yeah.
And
Your brother's not a shithead though.
I know. So it's like
Well, that's because of what happened to him.
Random nonsense. But
He didn't do anything wrong.
He's funny. He's the only kid in a suit. The only kid wearing cowboy boots. The only kid with a mullet. And he walks.
And the biggest kid.
Yeah, he walks across the stage and he dwarfs all of the teachers. And you're just like, that's mine.
That one's mine.
So yeah, it was cool because even the kids that were like the shithead kids, you don't fight big white guys. You just don't. Typically either their dads beat the shit out of them or they got brothers that fight. So it's like those are the two rules. You just don't.
But it's
do
just
it.
weird. Like, I mean, I don't know. That letting out of that aggression is something that's necessary.
Yeah.
And we just did it in a setting where most of the time, if you got hit in the face, someone was going to pick you up, right? Not barring a fight or something like that.
Right.
But like people have this misconception about metal pits versus hardcore pits. There's a lot of difference in the scenes that people don't like. I get it. They don't care, right? But they don't take the time to look at that and be like, no, that can be positive, right? Yeah. I love that shirt, like hardcore because therapy is expensive, right? Like it is fucking therapy, bro. Like it's you just have to open your mind. Like John, the owner, he talks a bunch of shit because he can't understand what people are saying. I don't understand what these country singers or these fucking rappers are saying. The bullshit that they're fucking saying.
You know what they're saying. Yeah. You just get pissed off with what they're saying.
It's just dumb. But it's like I don't know. You can't. I don't know.
Like the rappers I don't like the mumble rap, but country, it's got soul to it. Some, not all.
Do you like country, Andrew?
No.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Shocker. Fucking shocker.
God, me, you, and Chuk, dude, like the only three people in the world that don't like fucking country. And my wife.
I don't really like pop music though.
Country's not pop.
It's very pop.
New country's very pop.
Yeah.
I listen to like old racist shit.
Oh yeah, I don't listen to
Yeah.
that.
Cash wasn't racist. You listen to folk. Folk is different than country.
Folk?
Oh
Yeah,
my
folk.
God, he played that on the way home. I was like,
Folk is different than
this
country.
fucking racist shit.
Yeah, what are you playing? Some David Allen Coe?
Okay, that would be, but that's not what he was listening to because he runs our storefront.
I was like, this guy wants to shoot up the mall in this song.
Dude, everything used to be racist.
It's
Yeah,
true.
Everything.
Everything.
Had
You
some
ever see
kind
But
of-
that,
but it wasn't really
Purposely?
kind of racist, right? It was just
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah, it's just what you kind of accepted, you know?
Yeah, you ever see that? Was it the Defiant Ones? It's like that documentary about Jimmy Iovine is like the CEO of Interscope Records, and Dr. Dre starts like at their childhood and then like goes on to like where they meet and fucking put out the Chronic on Interscope and make beats and like all this stuff. When they introduced this segment for Dr. Dre, there's a news segment that was actually on fucking broadcast television that basically this dude was just like, Compton used to be a nice suburb. Now it's overrun by black people.
So my mom
was
grew up
on
in
the
Compton
news.
too, so it's funny.
That was TV, and like everybody's at home just going, "Oh man,
Yeah.
how sad." Like,
That was in the middle of the white flight, though. My mom went to Dominguez High, dude. She grew up in Compton.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was like it's funny. And it,
They were
it
racist,
could,
but they didn't know they were racist,
it could
right?
I
but
guess.
but is
It
that
must-
but is that really race? Is that's actually just what happened?
Yeah.
Like it was.
I think it's
it was
the
a really nice
implication.
place,
Yeah.
dude.
It's probably the delivery that was
Right.
wrong.
The delivery. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Like
saying it used to be nice, but now black people.
no, not the
Yeah.
black part. It used to be nice, but now it's just not nice. It's just not nice anymore.
Yeah.
But
they,
I mean,
they changed the verbiage to make it nicer verbiage than it would have been 10 years
Yeah.
prior.
Right.
Well,
They're
that's
still
true.
racist, but they just don't say it.
Yeah, they were like, they're nice about it, you know?
All right, so on the racist note.
we're talking about the way it used to be, not how we are. You know.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So 5,000 subscribers. You're gonna tattoo us.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. So where can people find you at?
Personally, my Instagram is where I do most of my booking and just kind of answering questions along with the email. My Instagram is Sunken Teeth, so that's SUNKENTEETH.
Okay, Sunken Teeth. If you message him, just wait for a response.
Yeah. So I have like a booking website that's just sunkenteeth.com also.
Okay, cool.
And then the shop's page is Good Daze, DAZE, tattoo.
Cool. And you show like everybody's artwork on that page.
Everybody's individual page is linked, and then we post photos of like everybody's work on there, and then
Nice.
just reels of us like hanging out at the shop or bullshitting or whatever.
Cool,
It's
man.
definitely a good vibe there. I saw you guys been barbecuing and shit.
Oh yeah, we have like a little I don't know, patio, or it looks like there used to be like a big window that opened, but we just crawl out the window, the side window to get to it. But there's like a little
Hey, maybe we'll get to go
patio
to the shop
space
one
with a
day.
little
One
grill.
day.
I'll invite you guys
Yeah,
sometime.
maybe.
Oh,
The one
one
year-
of these days.
Maybe-
Still invited.
Maybe the 1 year anniversary or something.
Fuck that. I'm gonna go get my knuckles tattooed. And I'm not inviting him.
I'll already be there, dude. Don't worry.
You can't fucking tell him if I make an appointment with somebody to go down there, dude.
Well, cool, man. It's been fun. Obviously,
having me.
congrats on the shop.
Thank you.
You know,
I appreciate
expanding. It sounds like it's doing good. And I can't wait. Like, I want to hit 5K subscribers. Like, let's fucking do this.
Yeah, follow these guys.
Get another
so
tattoo.
we can get
Yeah.
some tats.
Follow your shop though too. Hopefully
Yep.
you get some people
Yeah,
that come
seriously.
by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You guys
Right
come
here
by
in
a
Orange
shop, let
County,
them know
so-
that Rough Supply sent you. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
be
for
cool.
sure.
And we're very appreciative of our artwork. It's fucking dope.
Oh,
we
yeah.
love it.
I was happy to do it.
Yeah, man. Cool. Right on, man. Until next time.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Let's do
All right,
it.
he's
Toss
gonna-
it in there.
Yeah.
We talk about guns a little bit too. You guys-
Yeah. Good work, Kevin. Thank you for letting us forget. Oh, sorry, I'm getting these things up.
Creator.
Yeah,
Creed.
Creed or Creed.
Okay, so before we get to this question, I hung out with Jesse and Tommy last night. You know Jesse and Tommy.
Yeah, yeah.
We just got some dinner, and then there's like a fucking the fuck you could pick the music. What the fuck's it called?
Touch tunes?
Yeah, touch tunes, whatever the fuck it is. A jukebox, yeah. And he puts on this fucking song. It's like, Tommy, did you really just fucking play Creed? He's like, no, this is fucking Lifehouse, motherfucker. I was like, same fucking shit. What do you fucking mean? He's like,
Like,
no, this
there's
is
a
way,
difference.
yeah.
we,
He's like,
we
this
went
is
to-
way better.
Yeah, we went to Ashland's going away party at Michael's, and it was like nothing because all my guys were putting on nothing but Creed for like an hour and a half after I left.
You've poisoned those guys.
Dude,
So
me
sick.
On the
So I
way
think-
home, Dan is screaming top of his lungs. I'm like, shut the fuck
Okay,
up.
John was so wasted. He talked the entire time. He didn't fall asleep. Usually, he was so wasted, dude.
So we went to a golf event last Friday, like for the Marine Raider Foundation. There's like the Marine Raiders are like the Navy SEALs, but like the Marines.
They're the special forces of the Marines.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So
Or
we did a
one of
golf
them.
event with them, and it's just golfing and drinking all day long, and so it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And
More drinking than golfing for
Yeah.
John and Dan.
Yeah, poor
for a lot
guy.
of us.
I got pictures of Dan. Oh, I got to show him. I got pictures of Dan
Dead asleep.
passed out.
On, like in the valet area, like on top.
Because he
of
couldn't leave the guns because we took a bunch of guns, so he couldn't leave the guns.
Real quick, I'll tell you a funny story. So fucking Daniel was sitting in the back seat in the middle, and he's holding a box of ammo. Was it ammo?
No, we didn't bring ammo. I think it was the fucking
Oh,
koozies.
flyer box.
or the flyer box.
There
yeah,
you go.
Flyers
So,
or koozies.
so he's knocked out. He's holding the flyer box. Chuck fucking slams on the brake, and we just see the body come through the fucking middle of the fucking truck. And he's still asleep holding onto the box.
I believe it.
And then Creed starts playing. He wakes up, starts singing Creed to the thing.
Oh, gosh.
Dude, I can't find him.
Dude, yeah, me, Hunter, I think Dan, and I think Rhett are gonna go see Creed in August.
Oh, God.
Dude, we're so excited.
Passed out.
That's the
He was asleep,
Passed
fully
out.
asleep.
At the
Dude, I took
valet,
like 3 more
yeah.
photos.
At the
Yeah.
valet, we were all down because
Someone could have walked off with
Oh,
those
for
guns.
sure.
and
We
he
were
wouldn't even have
sitting
fucking
at the
known.
hole that we were posted at, just like talking to people that were coming by to do their whatever the fuck they do with golf.
Hit. Golf
Yeah,
ball.
sure. And he was sitting there, and he's like cross-legged, same thing, just hand like this, just dead asleep. And all the golfers are coming by, they're like, "Is he okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, probably. I don't know." Like,
He was a tanker in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
So, like, I think getting used to sleeping in super confined spaces, like,
Oh,
that was
right.
just him. So he
Yeah.
could just sleep
Comfortable.
like
he
that.
just sleep, and he was like, we had been drinking all morning and all day, and at a certain point, his body was like, "Nope, you're done."
He told me, I talked to him the other day. He said he was talking to a dude. As soon as he was done talking to him, he went and sat down. As soon as he sat down, he said he felt the alcohol hit him, and he just shut down.
Yeah,
He goes, when we came back on fucking Monday, he was like, hey, there was like 3 hours. I don't know what happened. I was like, you're good, dude. You're
That's a good golf event, dude. That's a good golf event.
You guys
like-
had guns there
yeah,
Yeah.
just to show them.
Just
or-
to show,
Yeah,
yeah.
Just show
We
off
got
like it worked.
moved from one hole to another because some
Somebody fucking complained
Yeah.
that there was
Some
guns
tram
out.
driver was
Even though they
upset.
weren't in fireable conditions or anything
Yeah.
like that. They were just for
like,
display.
so what if I
you know?
point my rifle
Yeah.
at you? Get over it.
Didn't
people
have a
get
boat
freaked
carrier
out.
group in it.
yeah, exactly.
That's what I was saying about carrying it at the shop, just kind of out in the open. Like,
Yeah,
It's not like
you get
some
you
people
get some
are-
people are just
yeah.
like, and like I get it because it's kind of a bougie area, and then I think it was the hotel guests who were complaining, not the golf course guests, but they have.
I thought
two
it was the people that
securities.
lived around the golf course.
No,
And
so
the
they have-
trams are like
Yeah, so
people
they
like just
have-
viewing.
Yeah,
just
two
touring.
separate securities and two separate managers for both parts, but they're on the same property, so they don't communicate well. So the guy who's doing security was like, "We don't know. We might have to move you. We
There's
might
just
not
some
have to move
guys
you."
on the golf course with guns. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on. He comes up and he's like, "What are you guys doing here?" We're just like, "We're here for the golf event, dude. Like we got guns at this
We're
place."
the
Like, well,
Marine
we didn't-
Raiders.
Yeah, we didn't know you guys would have guns out here. I was like, "We've been here every year. Like, what are you talking about?"
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
But yeah, they moved us to a canyon where nobody could see us because they were like, "Whoa, guns at a golf course? Horrible." All right.
At that kind of golf course.
Yeah, it was,
Dana
it was
Point, right
pretty-
on the beach.
Pretty bougie.
Yeah.
It was perfect too because the original hole,
The
we could see the
bougiest.
ocean.
Yeah.
We were like,
Yeah.
"Oh man."
It was a good spot.
There's no poor people around here.
Yeah.
You don't need those.
Right? Right? Seriously.
You guys are liberals.
I was like, but then they jack people at fucking Newport Beach at Fashion Island. That's exactly why you do need them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
All right, Chuck.
Damn, dude. So, Biggie or Tupac?
Biggie, man.
Hell yeah.
Okay, this
That was
planned.
set up.
Yeah,
That
totally.
was not set up.
Totally.
It
Here's
was.
why. I'll tell you why.
Yeah, let's.
I'm from California. Tupac's cool. Whatever. The question is Biggie or Tupac, but Biggie only had 2 albums,
Okay.
so he did it in 2. How many albums did Tupac have?
I mean, that's fair.
A lot more than 2.
Hell yeah.
I don't listen to rap, so I don't know.
Okay, that's fair.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
still think it was set up.
I do.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was just where that's
It was Sean Combs.
It was. Did he arrange that shit, bro? All right, cool. So now we're out.
All right,
now we're
yeah.